I'm going to tell you the story of my life. We're going to start here in the Fertile Crescent. This is where I was first domesticated, around 8000 BC. Now we're going to move to Britain. This is where I was first milked. It is said that the Neolithic farmers in Britain were the first to begin milking cattle for me. Now we're going to move to Veracruz, Mexico. This is the first time that I landed in the Americas. This happened in 1525. Soon after, some of the cows that hold me made their way across the Rio Grande and thrived in the wild. They became known as the Texas cattle. Soon after, Spanish settlers transported cattle to South America from the Canary Islands and Europe. Many more followed, and cattle multiplied rapidly throughout New Spain, numbering in thousands within a few years. Now, we're going to go back over the seas to France. This is where Louis Pasteur learned how to pasteurize me. This happened during 1822 through 1895. French chemist and biologist Louis Pasteur, who was considered one of the fathers of microbiology, helped prove that infectious diseases and foodborne illnesses were caused by germs, known as the germ theory. He proved that microbes in milk and wine cause sickness, and he invented the process called pasteurization, which we now use on almost all liquids that we consume. We're now going to make our way to the United States. Many things happen here, but one of the first things was distilleries ended up feeding me swill, which was definitely not a good idea. What happened was, in the early 1840s to 1920s, the alcohol distilleries in the United States began to grow large amounts of swill, and they ended up feeding cows, or the animals that held me, swill. And what happened was they weren't getting enough nutrients, and I wasn't even good enough to make butter or cheese. I came out blue. Next, we're going to go back to the United States, and we're going to look at the first glass bottle. The reason I was putting glass bottles is because once Dr. Henry Thatcher saw a milkman making deliveries in an open bucket which a child's toy had fallen in. He then made a glass bottle that had a wax liner so that nothing could get in or out. Still in the United States, we're going to look at the first tank trucks for me. In 1914, the first tank trucks for transporting milk were put into service. Now we will go to the current amount of dairy farms in the United States, which numbers at 41,000 dairy farms. They produce meat and cheese, which is a byproduct of meat. And now Whole Foods. Whole Foods would not specify the exact farm that I came from, but they would tell me that they distribute me through Texas. And now to this family, the Smith family. A recipe that they have used for a while is flan, which consists of using milk. It started with Anna's father, Raphael, who started making flan years ago, and since then, the Smith family has been making this milk-based cake for a long time now. And I have found my way into the Smith family home, and they like to pick me up from Whole Foods and turn me into a certain cake that they really enjoy. These are my citations. Thank you.